You don't really play a support DK these days.
Being in this lane. Once the Nice start coming in, this Naga will be moved back a lot.
This is an NA classic from the end of last year. I think we saw this one of the first times in Dream League, where Dawnbreaker and Tusk will deal a lot of damage, and indeed they usually always get the first blood, and they do so here as well. This is maybe one of the only things that I remember that NA has brought to the world in terms of hero meta, since they are the copycat region. But this Dawn Tusk was one of them that was introduced. I think it was. I keep quoting TSM a lot because I watch his Prophet here because he will harass a lot.
Yeah, I mean the Dragon's Blood is a gimme, right? I'm just more about the taking Breathe Fire over the tail instead.
Yeah, he's. Doesn't look like he's ever going to get in range for a Dragon Tail. And they don't have a combo yet for it, too. Oh, Mamang Daya actually punishes Mac under his own tower. So the Viper finding the first kill in the mid lane matchup. Also the first kill going in the way of Batam Pride.
Yep, and this is a matchup where, as a Death Prophet, you don't really have a lot
Top
of
lane,
options.
big fight, Naga to drop here. Here comes Skem as well with the teleport to secure the kill. And it's enough damage. Jing will die to Varizh, but losing jikroy is not a good... I wouldn't lie if I say defenseless.
She is, but at the very least she's also very tough. She's been last hitting pretty well, as this is probably a kill. Wait, no, Max here.
It's not. They have no damage. This is just desperation from Batam Pride. Naga also, the DP also rotating in with the first exorcism, participating in a bit of fighting. But yeah, there's that.
Careful for a reason.
Yeah, that's casual Tusk rotating here. Dawnbreaker teleporting as well with the jump on the ulti, and Mamang Daya killed under his tier 2 tower. They have nothing to fight with. There's a bit of an issue with Batam Pride's draft is they have literally no fighting power whatsoever, and you have one that is capable of just steamrolling the whole time. And they're going for the DK in the bot lane as well. Natsumi throws in the web, surrounded. There's a bushwhack, but it will only buy some time for Yabyooo. Yabyooo, he will drop. Hoodwink gets to walk away, but is this really such a defenseless draft? I see no way of them ever fighting with their...
It's not just because they're greedy, right? If you see a Viper or a DK in an early game,
just look at this mids.
Yeah,
this is gonna go on Mamang Daya again.
The problem is the lack of damage and the lack of playmakers. You have no burst, so you don't get to take any enemy heroes out before they are.
Xepher actually gets a good bushwhack off there, and the Nature's Prophet doesn't quite get in sprout range, so the Scurry lets Xepher get away. But yeah, you're right. Like, they need a hero that follows up on what the Viper and the DK does, and that's literally getting Hoodwink to 6. He's level 4. And he goes in with the bushwhack. DP saved by the snowball, going to be taken under the tower. DK is also here. A lot of healing coming in from the Siphon and the Dawnbreaker. Just insane amounts of heal, and both supports are dropping. There goes 1, there goes 2. And Viper is still looking for a target to hit. DK does land the stun. Kokz is in danger and gets burned by the Breathe Fire by Mamang Daya again. The Viper dies for the 4th time this game. A snowball to connect onto the DK. Jing throws him into the air with a Walrus Punch, and Mac might not have spells available, but DK already forfeited his life. So thanks to the bushwhack again from Xepher. Just a saving Hoodwink. Not an aggressive Hoodwink, a saving Hoodwink. Now the top lane. They're going to go into jikroy, diving under the tower. Kokz and Jing. There's nobody to help out this Naga. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Pops your illusions. And killed. And Varizh dies from the hunt from Mac. Because I was probably too fixated on, like, where is this Nature's Prophet going to be rolled in because of Skem. I know he loves the Nature's Prophet, but I know Natsumi also plays it from time to time.
There is a level 6 on his Enigma.
It's a helpful tool. It's a nice black hole. And it's actually a capability to kill a Meepo. That's 1 down. But how many are you going to pay with for this kill? Mamang Daya gets the ult on Tusk. Has no snowball, but Tusk, he gets a stick heal. Mamang Daya dies first.
Yikes.
2 for 3. I still don't see if this is worth at all, because Max getting a lot out of it. Did I just cast her curse him?
Yeah, potentially, but like a single death is not going to undo the impact that he's had in this entire group stage now, is it?
Yeah, they're struggling to kill this Tusk. He's still surviving, and Varizh is dead already. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jing. Saved me from shame. Meanwhile, Kokz is going to tank the full Viper ulti. Here comes Mac with a Shiva's guard. 14 minutes into the game. Viper down. And the Enigma who died before, plus the Hoodwink. And the song from Jikroy won't even cause a dent. You're immune to that song.
Simply to retreat. And Mac has been lurking.
I keep bringing up a lot of negatives for the side of Batam Pride, but I guess the people are figuring out that, hey, maybe Geek Fam is that good. But they're going to try Mac with their 4-hero gank. The Bushwhack somehow manages to latch, but here's the turn again with the Dawnbreaker ulti, healing themselves up. Mamang, Daya with the Viper down. Varizh is dropping on the side. Snowball doesn't even need to connect for him to fall. Naga
scattering
away. Hoodwink also just trying to quickly get the hell out of there.
And I suppose that is a decent price to pay.
Slap.
Yeah, slap. And then the Meepo just brought in the Aghanim Scepter, so we've got the Mega Meepo online. We've got the Fling online. We've got
And there goes your Naga.
jikroy offline.
Yeah.
Daya's top tower is under attack.
Double slow is there as well onto the DK. There's the black hole on Natsumi, but he's only dropped to 50%. Can they finish the rest of the job? He is dropping low with no heals, and this Meepo is finally taken down. So Geek Fam a bit afraid with the current resources to go under that tower. Natsumi for the second time a little bit too deep. Getting 18%
Natsumi
slow.
Alone on top with at least one of the mappos.
Oh, where are you stuns?
They're just not... Well, now they have the info that it's alone.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
But they
Daya's middle
don't
tower
feel ready
is
to
under
go for it, even now that they know that the entire team's actually in their own jungle killing Yabby.
Yep. Yabby down. Trying to go for a bit of a push. Meanwhile, Mamang, Daya surrounded by Natsumi and Mac.
Daya's
Death
middle
number
tower
8 for
is
the mid
under attack.
Viper. And another
Could
town.
have been. And this Meepo pretty much has the full kit now. With the Disperser online, the amount of damage that you deal is nuts. You've got the Blink Dagger to go in on whichever...
We've got the jump on
separate target
Jing
you
here.
find.
The Tusk getting caught in the top. A lot of heals going in from Kokz, but still the survival with the snowball. But Kokz is also low, and they're going to turn their attention to Yabby. Here comes Mac and Natsumi, and they look to obliterate them all. I have no idea how Tusk is able to survive that, but he does. The amount of healing he got, full magic wand into the heal from the Dawnbreaker, and then the rest of the squad arrives for the rescue. Of course, Kokz did die, but he shows some spite. 1 or 2 kills on Natsumi is pretty much all that they've accumulated. And everybody else is so big that one Meepo kill isn't really going to change the storyline here. But they've got Skem stuck inside the base as the gem, Guardian Greaves and everything. Mamang Daya does get taken down by Mac. Yabby is going to be the next one to follow. The DK to drop. And that's his ulti gone as well for 70 seconds. So it's still down for half a minute by the time he's respawned. And the top lane is open, and they're going to go to take some more, as there are no more tier 2s or tier 3s anywhere. Well, tier 3s, yes. Tier 2s, no.
Yeah. That's just
too.
that's the kind of engagement that you really can't make for...
Crowd after the Shiva's card, because now you have a very tanky frontliner that is still dealing damage and providing vision for everybody in your team. So it's kind of like this off-laner in a way.
That's a big functional difference between the DP and the DK, right? They get compared a lot, but DP can build defensive items while still dealing a ton of damage. As DK has to secure his own scaling through itemization.
Yep. This was 4 heroes inside the base, by the way, inside that song. But Dawnbreaker is very, very, very patient with that ulti. Still
Whose
hasn't
base
thrown
is it anyway?
Yep. Sharpshooter. Oh. Hey. He has a Yules.
That's just style points right there. Jing is just having a good time.
I think they're all enjoying what they're doing right now. Just having a bit of fountain diving going on here. They do have the DP in their arms right now, but another Yules. Able to escape, and there we have it. The GG call from Jikroy. They've had enough of game number 1. And if it keeps going on like this, Geek Fam might just tie up Talon Esports at the top. We'll have a tiebreak. Did ban out carries, considering...
Interesting place for sure.
Gotta call him out on this. Alright, Ember versus Pangolier. We've seen this matchup so many bloody times, haven't we?
Yeah, nothing new here. Between the two, I mean, you have to play versus the root, and the other guy has a way of jumping out before the other gets to level 6. But talking about a hero that could be able to jump out if he had level leap, which you don't at level 1, means that Xepher is going to find a first.
Does not actually want to be forced into purging off all of these stacks, etc. He's going to find himself versus the Timbersaw instead.
Oh yeah. Having that Naga in the safe lane makes a bit of sense. Swap these heroes around.
Professional team behind us.
Yeah, it's that's the thing that I kind of feel burdened from time to time when I'm doing the one-man army studio thing. You know, when I'm running the broadcast, doing the observing, doing the play-by-play, moderating the Twitch chat. And it's like I have no time whatsoever to look up anything extra on the fly. Like there are these quick things to notify about, like, hey, there's a double carry lineup. Wait, what? And it's like, well, I'm just gonna have to live with the fact that my analyst maybe has the time to look it up. But helps when you have more brains than one. Naga, meanwhile, burned slowly, but finally taken down as well. And oh, poor Mac.
I mean,
what was the idea behind
he did that to
Mac?
himself. He felt so hype after getting the kill on mid, I guess, because he got a solo on mid just now. That's...
Wanting to just burst somebody down when they're stuck on the spot.
And that is going to make Mac's game quite difficult.
Didn't max it out. Went for second point in Crystal Nova.
Sag.
Bit of a bummer.
Yes.
Sag indeed. Kokz, though, not feeling too happy about the constant harass, has to teleport back. Oh my god. Couldn't see him on the minimap for a second. Oh, wait, where did he go? Bat Rider, meanwhile, killed under the tower. So traded. Mac giving the tip back to Xepher.
That was lame.
That was lame indeed. Just needs to get a little bit closer. Okay, they're just gonna go for the stacks instead. Mac is here though, and he forces to blink away. Marana coming from the other side. Mamang Daya getting caught by the first, and here comes Natsumi from the other end. CM ulti cancelled out. Jing gets the kill with a sharpshooter. Mamang Daya trying to get out with his ult. This is not looking very successful. Some trouble, yep. Able to get out in the end though, but Xepher, he's ready to blink in, and there we go. Lasso onto the Ember Spirit. Where's the damage? Nobody's hitting him. Mac finally getting some nuke out of the way, and Jikroy is there to slice him down. Took a bit of going in with a Firefly. They are scouting out some more stacks being farmed, actually just outside of vision. They can't really see anything that's going on here.
He's got him, surely?
This time
No.
he sees Mac for a quick second.
Daya's top tower
Needs to be fast with his fingers, and again just gets chained up. Like, Mac is just catching him, and the arrow gets caught as well. They do get the frostbite on the Marana, but the Ember's trying to finish off the Bat Rider, and Jing coming in from the back. The sharpshooter goes through the target as he dies from the right click, and Mac, he's cliffed with no remnants, but he's got Varizh down. Here comes the Pango dropped as well. Natsumi's cliffed this time, and Jikroy is right next to him. They do take down Mamang Daya. Natsumi trying to regenerate on the cliff. One more second for the pounds. Not going to get it off as Jikroy melts him down. Mac, and they've already forced out the ulti from the Abaddon, but they are looking. Oh, they're sitting up on top. Mamang Daya trying to get away. Kokz does get the web to connect, and he's got no way out of this one. Arrow connecting, and the damage will be the damage will be sufficient. Had a bit of a tongue twister there.
Happens to the best of us. And they lose the Bat Rider at the exact same time to Natsumi and Jing. That hurts. Especially when you were the one taking the fight just before. But no, what I was going to say is the Crystal Maiden, Frostbite on the Marana instead of on the Ember Spirit, they're not quite on target.
Varizh is yet to get a longer than 1 second freezing field off this game.
Ah, that's just CM life, man.
Yeah, Skem has been on point with the arrow usage. Every time they get the web, they throw in the arrow right away. Yeah, easy. Yabyooo is the only one who hasn't died this game. Oh, Ying actually pops the smoke as he goes into range. Dust is thrown out as well, but jikroy, what a start. He's broken, so no reactive armor stacks going his way, but he's still surviving with that 3k HP. Naga in trouble. There's a nice rolling thunder going around, and the song is there. Can he get out of Chakram? Yes, he can. The only thing chasing him right now is the Pango. Pango's still on top of him, and it's successful to take down this Naga kill, and maybe even more jikroy. Immensely powerful.
Only the wary might find us.
The Aegis as well, and Timbersaw is a very great Aegis carrier. Out of the same tin as like the Leshrac and the Storm Spirit, right? You have an entire bar of mana to turn into.
Well, we're going to get a big fight in top. There's a lot of people showing up here. Again, the web into the arrow. Crystal Maiden dead. Abaddon, his first death is looming upon him. Just a couple more hits to finish off Yabby. Shielded up, trying to make a run for it, but the Vessel might just do quick work of him. And Yabby down for the first time this game. Skem continuing his long streak. jikroy fighting versus Natsumi, fighting versus Jing. And there's also Kokz throwing in another web, but where is the Ember? He's only now joining the fight. Kokz is here. Aegis is burst. Time to kill jikroy a second time. Silence on the spot. No way to dispel it. He's gonna die to this Orchid. Mamang Daya on the escape as well. Mac's gonna be there. Natsumi just used the last pounds that he had. Mamang Daya trying to dodge, but a couple more hits and he is done. Mac will take this one too, and Geek Fam dismantling an Aegis.
Already used the Dark Pact. Could have gotten lasted there.
At least he's getting info for the team where they're moving. Yabby. Oh, there's another attempt by Batrider. There goes the lasso. It's on a hoodwink this time. Chains on 2. Mamang Daya coming in with the roll thunder as well. Kokz coming in for the back though. The Crystal Maiden again just being targeted. All the hatred to kill the Snow Queen, and they got it. They got Xepher too, but he's already used his lasso. So now resetting with the song. Abaddon, his ulti never popped. And they're gonna go straight to surrounding this Pangolier. Silence on the Abaddon. jikroy can actually kill the. Oh, yeah, they don't get to kill the Abaddon. He does get to pop his ulti despite being silenced. Timbersaw
Now they're gonna turn
arrowed up on the spot. He's maxing out his reactive armor stacks, but Abaddon is dropping low. Mamang Daya is already down. jikroy running for his life with a Naga on his tails. Or tails behind him. Which way you want to put it. But another costly loss for Batam Pride. Not even faster. They're gonna try it. Now we'll see it in
Well,
action.
let's see. Saving
Time
for
to
Skem.
get to him though, so that's a good effort of saving them. They forced the Pango ulti. Skem dodging it as well. Harpoon onto the hoodwink. Jing needs some help here. They've got Natsumi placing down the puddle. They can't see the targets they're hitting, but Skem goes down. Big streak taken for Yabby. They've got themselves the timber down. Abaddon, his ulti has also popped them. Mamang Daya caught on the spot. Varizh, not much he can provide. He already used that CM ulti. And they're running them down one by one.
Yeah, and the amount of damage that Natsumi does at the end of this long fight is absolutely horrific. He's going to, put the violence onto Yabby.
The lyrical voice line as well. Oh, singing him to death. And there we have it. The GG call is there. They finally tap out. We have a guaranteed tiebreaker for the top of the group.
Yeah, I'm very happy to see these two teams go 1 versus 1 again. Talon and Geek Fam, the matchup that we casted yesterday was